On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Hold on. Let's be clear, because you said you're a woman of the cloth. They are one. They are one. It's them. It is not them plus Ashley.
No,
if he came and asked you to step away because this is what he feels and he's the head, you said you're a woman of the cloth. You understand he the head of the household. But if he came to you when he said, I want you to remove yourself from our relationship and being friends with her because I'm her best friend first. I am the person that's here to protect her, provide for her. I'm her covering. I'm the head of the household. It's God, it's me, it's her. And then I don't know if they have children or not. I'm not interested in having that conversation. But my point is that if he puts his foot down as a man and say, I want you to divest yourself from what we got going on until further notice, unless I contact you otherwise, would you remove yourself from their marriage and their friendship and their conversation? Because anything you do, anything you say, anything you do, anything you say, any conversation that you have, even if it's not marriage related, it affects her.
I didn't even know that he was going to propose. I didn't think he was.
The thing that's interesting,
I was completely shocked.
Here's the question.
I did not think he was going
to. That's the blueprint, JR.
So we never talked about that.
People know who to go to.
Yeah, Ashley, did you go to the wedding?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so then when they asked,
speak now.
They had an agent. They had a JR. It was an agent. Agent Ashley was in the audience.
No, I didn't think that was my place to say. I didn't think
Ashley, you being single, you don't think that had anything to do with your influence over your married friend?
With me being single? What do you mean?
Because if she's talking to you as a married woman and she's trying to get your advice as a single woman.
See, that's where you guys are like trying to put people into categories and making your own stories. I want her to be married. Well, but I also want her to be happy. I don't want her to spend the rest.
You the one that told her that she shouldn't have married him in the first place. How you want her to be married?
People know who to go to for stuff. People know who to go to for different things. People know who to go to. Like, let's say I'm having a problem in my relationship.
And I encourage her to stay married.
No, but she knew you didn't want them to be married in the first place. People know who to go to.
I didn't even say that to her.
But she's your friend. I'm sure she knew.
You guys are like filling in holes because you don't know.
Ashley, she's your friend.
Story.
Is she your friend?
I recently told her this, and I said, I hate to say this, but I said, do you think that you should have married him? I said this.
So you don't think you gave any signs during y'all's whole friendship that you were not really with this?
I told her that they broke up at one point. I told her that she shouldn't have been with him.
Okay, so she knew you didn't think they should be together. That's all I'm saying. You just said
that.
Okay.
But you all asked me if I told her that I thought she shouldn't marry him.
No, I get the clarity.
I never did because I never knew his plans to marry her.
I get the clarity. I'm not saying that you told her that they should never be married. I'm saying that she knew that you weren't completely down with their relationship because you said it.
Now, it's gonna be a capathon tonight, baby. It's gonna be a long night. I got time tonight.
You guys are trying to fill in blanks.
No. You just said.
Listen, that was before the first they broke up, and then they got together.
Right.
I didn't have anything to say about it.
And this is before they got married, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
together for a while. They broke up.
Okay. So you've confirmed that, and I get it. My point is that people know who to go to when they already have their mind set on something. If I want something to work out, I'm going to go to my grandma, my dad, my older brothers, because I know they're going to give it to me real. I know they're going to tell me if I'm messing up, if there's something I need to do, whatever. If I go, wait. Man, I've been real good. I've been real quiet. If I go, y'all know I've been holding it in. If I go to a friend of mine that I know doesn't like I'm not saying you don't like them. I'm not saying that, Ashley. I'm not saying it. I'm using myself as an example to prove my point about people know who to go to. If I go to my friend who never really wanted me and my man together in the first place, who was giving low-key signs that she didn't even like this relationship, if I go to her, that means I already know the answer I'm going to get from her, and I'm looking to confirm my own thoughts that I already had.
You are
I don't want to confirm.
Preach,
But that's
Ashley, I'm not making an assumption. You just said
she did not know that she's been wanting to stay work.
No, you're missing the point. I'm saying that the reason she came to you about it is because you already gave her the go ahead about you not necessarily liking their relationship. I don't care if it was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
She wasn't. Her mind had not been made up.
I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying she knew she could come to you and get the confirmation that she needed, that she wanted to confirm her own thoughts that she already had.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I think she wants her marriage to work. I think she only came to me because she, like Anton said, oh, she married to you. Well, you know what? She's married.
You said that she only came to you because of what?
She needed someone to talk to because her husband is never there.
What advice did you give her when she came to you?
Well, initially, when she first started talking to me, I would just listen, you know.
Right.
And I was
so
trying to understand.
What advice did you give her?
I didn't give advice. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You didn't give her any advice at all.
Time went on. I said,
it's gonna be a capathon today.
Listen, I said, okay, tell him this, tell him respectfully. I said, I have told her to go to our pastor. I don't have to say pastor to her anymore. But I said, go to our pastor. See, he needs a male influence. He needs a man that's wise, that is married, who can counsel him. I have tried to introduce them to another friend of mine and her husband, who are very, very happy, and they have a successful marriage. I wanted them to connect. I gave them each other's numbers so that they can connect. And Anton, you don't want to believe it because it negates everything that you just said about
Let me ask you a question, Ashley. Can I ask you a question?
Encourage her, and I
can I ask you a question, Ashley?
Wrong. I say, you know what? You were wrong.
Hold on, let her finish.
You were wrong. You don't want to hear it, Anton. You do this all the time.
I just said, can I ask you a question?
You cut people off when they're saying things that negate your argument. You do.
You've had more talk time than anybody on this panel tonight. Let's be clear.
But you cut people off right when they are proving you wrong. And I'm
Let me ask you a question. You didn't prove me wrong. You didn't prove me wrong at all.
The first question that you asked me that I still
okay. Let me ask you a question, Ashley. Let me ask you a question. Right? If said husband came to you and said, Ashley, can you please divest yourself from talking to my wife and playing a role in our relationship? I don't want you talking to my wife. I want to have her to myself so that we can figure this thing out. I don't want y'all talking on the phone. I don't want you talking about our relationship. I'm not interested in you playing any type of role in my wife's life. Would you leave the relationship?
I would not stop being friends with her, but I would never talk to her about her husband again.
No, he said, I want you to completely remove yourself from her life so that I can figure out what. No. He came to you.
No, listen. I would not. No.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
And I shouldn't. Because here's the thing, Anton, here's what you're missing. This is where that selfishness comes into play. She is there. She's doing her part. There is no reason.
You are not in her marriage. You are not a part of her relationship. You have no bearing whatsoever. Hold on. Let's be clear, because you said you're a woman of the cloth. They are one. They are one. It's them. It is not them plus Ashley.
No.
If he came and asked you to step away because this is what he feels and he's the head, you said you're a woman of the cloth. You understand he the head of the household. If he came to you when he said, I want you to remove yourself from our relationship and being friends with her because I'm her best friend first. I am the person that's here to protect her, provide for her. I'm her covering. I'm the head of the household. It's God, it's me, it's her. And then I don't know if they have children or not. I'm not interested in having that conversation. But my point is that if he puts his foot down as a man and say, I want you to divest yourself from what we got going on until further notice, unless I contact you otherwise, would you remove yourself from their marriage and their friendship and their conversation? Because anything you do, anything you say, anything you do, anything you say, any conversation that you have, even if it's not marriage related, it affects her.